With the millions of videos uploaded to the platform every minute of every day, we've seen all the good ones, right? But what happens to the odd and disturbing videos that just fly by the radar every single day? Well, that's what we're going to be here to discuss, as today we'll be discussing the most weirdest video uploaded to YouTube ever, Iceberg Layer 2. Now the Iceberg again would be created by Lynxgate7. Now she would come out and create really great Iceberg. As I've talked about, this is going to be my sort of idea of my Generation Z Iceberg. Eventually I might end up making a Generation Z Iceberg, but for right now, this is going to be as close as you guys get to my Generation Z trauma video. So without further ado, let's get into Layer 2 of YouTube's most weirdest videos ever, Iceberg. Now this layer is where we're going to start seeing some of the more just flat out odd entries and not just horror entries. But again, we're still in the layers where we're seeing a lot of these horror videos and horror elements in the considered weird category. But this is where we're also going to start seeing the just odder side of YouTube, an odder side of what people can create. And to start that off, let's start with the man who created the WTF animations, Meat Canyon. Now if you haven't seen Meat Canyon, he is famous for creating these animated parodies of famous actor, movies, and animated characters, but more prominently animated characters. These would be created by Hunter August Hancock, and he would just make these characters being caricatures of either the times or a certain element or controversy or just something they're well known for, and just completely caricaturizing, that's not a real word but it is now, these aspects and making them his own in these animated shorts. Again, they're very brilliant, they're very fantastic. He has even made his own series before. I think it was Monster Lab, which was pretty good. This is a special time commercial.
There's good reason for my glistening skin.
Now this would be an odd commercial of a man eating ice cream off of his body, looking directly into the camera and talking to him about how much he loves little baby's ice cream while looking directly into your eyes. Now this would be released back in 2012 by the Little Baby Ice Cream Company. I don't have any idea on who decided this was a good idea or who decided this should be promoted to kids, but whoever that was needs to be fired. Because not only did they make one, they made 3 of these. Yeah, which means someone sat there, directed it, producer had to go, yep, that looks good, and then the studio's execs had to say, yep, that's fine. Why? I originally thought this might have been for like Halloween or something. No, it wasn't. It was just because.
My job. I love my life. When you eat little baby's ice cream, you'll wink and nod and hug and
M3 videos.
Monkey slave, come here. My grandma is dying and we need to go get some magic potatoes to save her.
Oh, okay.
Now this would be a channel created back in 2016 that made rough 3D anime versions of famous cartoon characters and make them just kind of do really random things with a sort of synthesized robotic voice. You'll see this more in the bottom layers, but this is going to be a trend for a lot of these videos where it's just robotic voices along with weird animation. But for Pump3's videos, they're pretty good. blankroomsoup.avi. Ooh, this one's a classic. So this would be an animated series of three to four videos of true people dressed in these very odd costumes. And of course the most known video would be 2 characters sitting in a room and this guy with a black bar around his eyes eating soup. Now there would be a lot of theories about what this video would be, as it was released back in 2005, and a lot of people would theorize that, oh, the man was being held captive, you know, that this was just a publicity stunt, that this is fake, this is real. But still to this day, there is actually no origin story to how to who made this video and why. There have been theories, again, that this was just fake, or, you know, maybe this was snuff, but truly, there has been so many people who have said it was fake, who said it's false, but there's no real answer to this one. This is just weird for weird's sake. Again, as I said, there's three. The first one that is just the original Blank Room Soup, the second one that is the continuation of that first one, and then there's the third one of them in a room with the guy tied up. Now, these are weird videos, but these have been around for so long, I don't think we're actually ever gonna get an answer. Dining room or there is nothing. Now, this would be an art project showing a woman sitting in a room saying there is nothing. The fire behind her, if you've been around for a while, you know what this video is, but what you might not know is that this was created by David B. Earl back in 2006, and it was meant to show that there is really nothing. That there is no beginning, there's no ending, there's nothing. Because technically, you can watch this video in a forward, or you can watch it in reverse, and it would be the same experience. As, again, the beginning of the video is a complete reversal of the ending. Henry eats. Now, this would be a surreal horror video of these things eating each other. And the video would be created by Ben Wheel back in 2003. And there's not really a real explanation as to what's going on with the video. It would just sort of be weird just for weird's sake. He did actually create a video a year ago of the character of Henry, I'm gonna guess, watching everyone reacting to his video, but I don't know. It is just a weird video. It was created back in 2003, Mr. Davies MLP animations. Now, these I wouldn't originally have remembered, but then I watched them and I was like, oh, yep, I remember those. Now, these animations would be created by Mr. Davey, who would put the characters of the My Little Pony in violent and disturbing scenarios, and the most known short would be, of course, Smile and Cupcake, which would be released back in 2012. I don't know why bronies are a thing. I don't know why this was created. Why do people like putting these scenarios? Now, he's not said on this Iceberg, but I kind of want to throw him in here because I think it fits really well with the MLP, but Diggity Demon.
I got my cutie mark, girls! Girls, where y'all going?
If you guys remember his shorts, his were also very violent and very weird, but his would actually have a through line where it would actually be a story in these videos, but they were also still very weird. If I have images of his videos, I think he took some of them down, but Hot Diggity Demon's videos, they were as violent, if not more, than Mr. Davies' MLP animations. I don't know why his isn't on there, but again, here, I'll throw it in. I think his was created definitely around that same time. I don't know why people like doing this to the My Little Pony characters. They just did, and I don't understand it even to this day. Username 666. Now, this would be a YouTube creepypasta that started as a video back in 2008. And the story of the video would be that a YouTube employee would find the link address to the username to this account name, and he would go in and search up the video, and it wouldn't be originally anything until he refreshed a couple of times, and well, the channel page would just get more and more disturbing until not being able to click off the account, and eventually he had to throw away his entire monitor. Now, of course, the video that went along with this is fake. It was created by a channel we'll be talking about more later on the Iceberg, but this would be, of course, one of his more well-known animated shorts that would spawn so many creepypastas and so many really interesting videos, and honestly, the video still holds up to this day. Even though, yes, it uses the old sprite of YouTube, it still, for me, holds up as a really creepy and animated version of something that, honestly, I wonder why YouTube never... Because, like, if you guys don't know, YouTube has, like, the Google thing where, like, if you click on it, sometimes there'll be, like, some little special animation or some little flash game. I don't know why they never did that for username 666. especially around the Halloween time. But missed opportunity there, Google. The lasagna cat videos.
Happy birthday, big guy.
I'm not eating that.
Now, this would be a YouTube series that would make live-action Garfield comic strips, and it would later come out that these videos would actually be more of a satire to the growing popularity of the Garfield comics, as again, Garfield is a very, very lazy comic if you've ever read it, and they just decided to satirize the idea. And again, this would be very well known when they made the Our Sex Survey video, where it would just be this looped animation of the characters asking a question, and at the end of the video would be this like pretty weird and trippy short at the end, which would kind of explain the whole channel's existence. Racist Mario.
No, this is pod racing! Holy shit! He's killing all the non-Nintendo racers! What is he, some kind of racist?
Now this would be an animated short created by Flash Grits, where Mario would be doing very racist, I guess. It was a metaphor for racism, Zootopia level racism, and he would go out and kill these characters just for being in the game, in the same game as him. And eventually he would even kill his own fellow characters. Pretty funny animation, and I still don't know how it hasn't been demonetized yet, but it's pretty funny. I suggest if you like edgy humor, go give it a watch. Potato Nash's Official.
Potato garnishes. Potato garnishes.
Now this would be a 3 animated animation where a rat boy sings about potato gnashes. Now this would be released back in 2013 by Rat Boy Genius, who you will hear a lot more of him down later on the Iceberg. But honestly, even though the animation's rough, it's actually not bad of a melody, and I don't actually hate the music in the actual animation. I think it's actually pretty decent. Shrek. Now, I didn't really know what they were talking about with this entry, so I just kind of just said most of the things about Shrek on YouTube, as most of it's just flat out weird. But I don't know. Put in the comments, what is the weirdest Shrek thing you have ever seen on YouTube? Operations YouTube channels. Now, because of YouTube's leniency about educational content on their platform, you can actually go out and see real medical operations performed as videos. Because for one reason or another, YouTube allows educational, I put in quotes, content. And because technically operational videos would be performed and uploaded by these like professional companies, YouTube allows it on the platform. I don't know why it isn't ever age restricted, but for the most part it's not age restricted and anyone can watch it. I think that's a problem. Do I not think it's a problem? That's for you all to decide. I'm one of the ones who just says at least age restricted, because most of it's not age restricted and you can literally just search it up and click on it. Sorry, post-editing me here. I completely forgot to add, don't hug me, I'm scared.
What's your favorite idea? Mine is being creative.
How do you get the idea?
I just tried to think creatively.
This is a distorted Sesame Street horror show started in July of 2011, created by Becky Salome and Joseph Pelling. The pair would get so popular that they would even be able to work on an episode of The Amazing World of Gumball, and even in recent 2022 would get their own TV show based off of the internet series. Yeah, that would end off layer 2. Again, not as interesting, not as big or powerful, but again, as I said, personally for me, layer 3 onwards is where it starts getting weird. But for the first 2 layers, it's more of your well-known horror stuff. But if you enjoyed the video, please put down in the comments, just like last part's video, put in the comments, what is the weirdest video you found on YouTube? Please give the video a like and subscribe, as I would really enjoy it, so you can be up to date with the videos for the rest of the Iceberg. As again, as I said, even though these first 2 layers weren't as weird or as unwell known, trust me, once we get into layer 3 and onwards, that's where a lot of this stuff is gonna just get really obscure. So, and I'm very excited for the next few layers, or I'm very excited for the rest of the Iceberg, because again, there's gonna be so much content that I am very excited, because again, as I said, this was originally supposed to be like a Gen Z Iceberg for me, and the rest of this Iceberg just got me to remember a whole lot more of my past on the platform before I started doing YouTube, and I'm very excited to share that with you guys. So if you all enjoyed, please put a like, comment down what is the weirdest video you've ever seen on the platform, and please subscribe, as I very much enjoy it. I think it shows the algorithm that you guys are enjoying it, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and good night.